Hello, Malik Currington here, Family Budget Fisherman. Thank you for tuning in to another special episode on this channel. Yes, you read it in the thumbnail and in the description below. I'm going to give you my take on both the rigging and storing of these Coike Urchin dice baits. So let's get started. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for staying with the channel. This is my fourth iteration of this video, so I'm down to 3 that I haven't already done. I'm going to show you, I've already put together 2. And I'm going to show you how I did it, because I'm going to open up these other 2 and I'm going to get it done. But these are the 2 baits that I've done right here. And the hooks that I used are the Half Moon. This is the hybrid swim bait right here. Hybrid swim bait, jig head. And these are by VMC. And then the other one is called the Half Moon. It's a little warm in the garage here. The Half Moon. And as you can see, it's got that little keeper on there. Okay, and in both cases I don't have to go to the machine shop and I don't have to be creative with my hooks. I understand Jacob Christie or John Christie is one of the Christies who won a tournament doing it using frog hooks. Ben Milliken wanted to show you his take on it. Tyler's Real Fishing want to show you his take on it. I'm going to be very basic here. So I'm going to show you how I do it. And it's very, very simple. Let's see if I can get this out of here real quick. You can see it's kind of warm here in the garage. Here we go. So I'm going to take out one of these here. These are the prickly pears by I got these from Dick's Sporting Goods. This is a dice style bait, as they call it, but urchin bait. They were $9. I got them for $3, meaning my out-of-pocket expense was that Dick's Sporting Goods got their $9 worth. Okay, now VMC right now at Dick's Sporting Goods is on sale for buy 2 get 2 free on this. We're going to take this. We're going to find out where that hole is. Here's the hole right here. You see the hole right there. And I'm going to take this hook and I'm going to go right inside that hole. And then I'm going to come out that same hole down at the bottom. Now watch this. I'm going to screw, you can see that screw there. I'm going to screw this on. By the way, one of the things I could do is put some gel on there and make it easier to go in, because this thing is pretty tough. This is my 3rd one and I've learned my lesson. Now, I'm just pushing and turning at the same time till it grips. Now, if you're a little squeamish, you can use a you can use a pair of pliers to pull like this. I don't think there's much of a problem, but there you go. Now it's on there. You see? Now that's not going to come off. It's just not going to come off. It's on there pretty tight. And I can use this to go do some fishing. Okay? Now, the other one, this is the Half Moon right here. And, wrong one. This is the Half Moon. I'm holding it like this just in case you can't see it against any background. These are VMC hooks. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up one more of these. Like I said, I bought 5. As soon as I finish uploading this video, I'm going to go buy some more because I got a $10 off coupon. So I'm going to go buy some more. So watch. I'm going to take this out. This is that keeper that it's on right here. Now watch with this hook. This is 1/8 ounce. I'm going to put it through the hole that they've made. Now, I may not be exact coming out, but that's okay. Now watch. I'm going to press down. Now watch, I'm going to do something different with this one, because this one, instead of just pushing down, because it's not going to be enough, I got to push down and twist one time to get it, to keep it up there, because that little hook, you know, it's so tough in there that in order to get it up there, that little hook, if you can see that, it's right up against that little hook right there, right up against the weight of the hook. So now, here we go. Now we have, where is it? Right here, okay? And they're ready to go. So I don't need to do all the machine work that all these other guys are doing. Now let me show you the way that I'm going to store mine for fishing. And then you can bring them back home and store them as well. So you can get these from the, you know, cheap, you know, retail stores all over the place have these little Tupperware. Well, they're not Tupperware. Is this Tupperware? No, it's not Tupperware, but it's plasticware. Everybody knows what I'm talking about here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create 2 slits right there. So slit number 1, using my Cutco knife. See, you don't have to go all the way in. There's one, and here's another one. Let me get it in there. Yep, get it in there. I'm gonna make this a little bit wider. Okay. Now, then I'm gonna take cable tie. Watch this cable tie. And pull this top off real quick. I'm gonna take the cable tie, put it in there on one end, have it come out the other end. You can choose if you want to cut this or not. Right now it's not in my way, so I'm not going to cut it, but you can if you want. You can cut it. Now I'm leaving about a finger's difference in there, if you can see that. Leave about a finger's difference in there. So now it'll hang. So I'm going to put the bait right in there. Watch it. Watch it. And it'll hang. Okay. Then put it in the container like so. Make sure all the tentacles are in there. The tentacles are all in there. And there you go. Okay. Now, if you want to tighten it up a little bit, you can tighten it up. But it hangs good enough for you to do the job. It just felt, they both just fell off there. But you see what I'm talking about. That's what you can do for these. Okay. Now here's another thing, that the way we set this up, look at the bite. There's enough in there so that if a fish does bite it, they can get hooked. And here's the one right here. And if you use what you already have, now you can do a 3/16, you can do a 5/8, you could do a 1/8, you can go down to a 1/16. Just make sure that the hook you have is what you would normally use for other plastic baits that you want to hook. Your Elastec hooks may work better because of that, as an example. So, and I made several of these. This is, I think, the 3rd one I made so far in terms of storage. Put them in there. And by the way, you really only need about 2 or 3 of these to go fishing during the day. And when you don't need them, you already have storage for them for the next day. Even if you use them, there you go. And this is what you have. Okay. And then when I don't need them, I can just take and store them wherever, out the way for the next time that I get ready to go fishing. So what I'm saying to you is, don't make this complicated. These baits are brand new. It's not enough for people to be criticizing that you're doing it wrong. Don't take the bait on that. Pun intended. Don't take the bait on that. In any event, don't do anything to break your family's budget. You know, trying to buy all these baits and all this storage equipment and all these expensive ways of rigging, but with every ethical and legal means, get out there and break your personal best. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Be blessed.